guys, what's going on? It's Andrew from AR Media, and tonight's video I want to review Captain Marvel on 4K UHD Blu-ray. So I just got this one in the other day, and I was pumped to give this a watch. I missed this one in theaters, so let's go over the movie first. So I'm going to be honest, I went into this with pretty low expectations, and I'm not really sure why. I did see Endgame before I saw Captain Marvel, so that kind of maybe spoiled Captain Marvel a bit for me, but I was actually pleasantly surprised here, and I really enjoyed this movie. The reason I enjoyed this was because it was a nice throwback, I feel, to like 90s superhero movies, and just a lot of different feel from the other Marvel movies, which I feel they've been pumping out quite frequently. So this was a nice change of pace. I did like Brie Larson's character a lot more than I thought it would. I loved the cat, has an odor of two cats. Clearly the cat was one of my favorite characters, and overall just a great Marvel flick. Not one of the best, but definitely a good one for the whole family to enjoy, and a great prequel story. So now let's get into the visuals, what you came here for. So this is a 2K digital intermediate upscale to 4K, but I would not let that stir you away here. This is a very nice upgrade. So this isn't a night and day difference because the Blu-ray is very good on its own, but I will say that the 4K brings a nice increase in detail, whether it be on the landscapes, the suits. You see a nice increase in detail, a nice increase in clarity on the image, and you get no grain on this image. So for all you grain haters, most of these shots will not have any grain and will look fantastic for you and crisp and clear. Black levels here are deep and inky throughout, and overall I found the movie actually to be a bit on the darker side, and that's what I'm going to touch up on the HDR section, which I'll get to now. So let's just talk about the HDR. So the HDR application here was very good. The spectral highlights were really good. Any sort of explosion, any sort of the Captain Marvel with the power beams out of her arms, anything like that looked fantastic. The neon on her suit looked fantastic when it lit up, but I will say that the 4K is a darker presentation overall than the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray is a bit brighter, but the HDR really does boast some nice colors, but it's not crazy vivid colors. It does boast a nice range of colors, and they do pop off the screen, but it's not the crazy vivid colors that you may be used to with some other recent releases, but it's definitely something that will still wow you, and the HDR really does add to the picture by giving greater shadow detail and just a lot more depth to the image. So now let's get to the audio quality. So this is a Disney release, so I have to be worried about the Atmos, and I will say that this one does get hit with the Atmos, but once you turn it up a couple of dBs on your receiver, you will be fine, and this is a great presentation once you turn it up. The vocals are well represented. It is a nice dynamic mix all around. The overheads are used, not crazy frequently, but when they're needed, they are used, but overall the spatial awareness in this is very good and is a nice step up from the Blu-ray, and definitely a better Atmos mix, although be warned, you will have to turn it up a few dB as per usual. So anyway guys, this is going to be a day one pickup. I think it was a great movie. I think it's a great looking 4K disc and a great sounding 4K disc, and definitely worth owning. So I'm going to leave a link in the description. Using that link really helps me buy more 4Ks to review for you. And look out for the other videos I got coming this week. I got the 4K June release schedule coming up. I know that's a bit late. I got all 3 Toy Stories and a bunch more in the backlog. So guys, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next one.